So it's been a little bit. A little bit. You might have forgotten, but Detective LK was on the case for I believe the player's name was Mech895 or Mech95, a Soul player who plays on floor 10 but has really high elo and was on this channel. This is GGST fraud gameplay. So Detective LK is back on the case, but this time it's about a Kai player. So we'll see if the Kai is a fraud or not. And we can find out if GGST fraud gameplay's analysis has gotten better.
Whoa, where did that come from?
Slayer PNG tuber, uh-oh.
Hello everyone, Fraud Review here, and today we'll be checking out the potentially biggest fraud I have found so far. This fraud is 808 Haseo. As you can see, the level looks very unassuming.
Alright, what does that
all of their characters.
What does 2W GRP mean?
What makes this fraud so special is that they have an almost consistent 100% win rate with a few exceptions like
Sheesh, God player.
Elfeld. If you're very observative, you might have noticed the weird code on their R code. These 8-digit codes are actually used to hide your profile on Rating Update. Unfortunately, I was fast enough to collect all the data I needed before they managed to delete all of it. Since they might delete their Rating Update later, here's the entirety of their fraud career.
Yeah,
I sped it up a bit so
it's all for a 10. God damn, this is like people who, okay, Ace Detective, we don't know yet, right? We're at court, we don't know yet, but this is like, any of you ever played Dragon Quest? And you know, like how in Dragon Quest there's usually like once you beat the game, there's like more game, but you gotta like level up everyone to 90 or like 90 plus to like finish the actual game. So usually there's a trick to level up faster, cause like you usually beat the base game at like 50. So usually, like in DQ11, I think is you farm metal slimes in like a volcano, and that's how you like level up really fast. So this dude, like doing this on floor 10 and getting 2300 elo is like going from DQ level 50 to DQ level 99, but like manually, like just actually fucking doing real fights. You know what I mean?
Since this player is a professional at stomping newer players, I unfortunately only have one loss and a very sad win to showcase. I'm sure I'll find a way to make those entertaining though, so let's check out Haseo's gameplay.
It's very weird for them to say let's check out Haseo's gameplay and say Haseo's a fraud, because there's a commentator, she's from Mexico, her name is Haseo, she's decent in Tekken, I think, or good in Tekken. So when he's like, oh, Haseo's a fraud, I'm like, no, she's not. But it's obviously not the same person.
Duel 1.
Alright, on Soul.
Soul Fast is a really risky round start into Nago.
My man said, unless? Unless? What if?
Of Nago's common round starts win against Fast Slash and lead into instant wall breaks for huge damage.
He's correct. That means either this person doesn't give a fuck or is the hardest read of all time. But to be fair, since they're farming floor 10, it is unlikely, not impossible, but unlikely that the Nago player is developed enough to know that round start is okay for Nago, smiley face. Anyway.
Or 6P, which just lets Nago start his turn.
This is correct. Immediate burst. Oh no, Nago! Nago Zulz, bro. He must learn the Hotashi Dark Arts. It's not even Hotashi Dark Arts at this point, it's everybody. The burst Fukio Beyblade.
When Nago is low on blood, Gunflame is a horrible choice in neutral. Yep. It's basically serving Nago a free clone Fukio on a silver platter. If the timing is unfortunate, it can also lead into a conversion off clone.
Like this. Burst. Held. I mean, it is technically a mistake, but it's not a mistake as in he can get punished by Nago because you have frame advantage from the burst, from him bursting. He has like it's supposed to be like plus 18 or something. So there, it's not like Nago can get you, but also the Gunflame didn't do anything. So that the real mistake is the Gunflame doesn't do anything. So like, what are you doing? You know. Again, panic, Zambombo. Oh.
Due to the high scaling, a regular HVV would have connected into a clean hit here.
I'm not gonna pretend I know soul routing, so I have no comment on the combo besides, okay, they fucked up, I guess, smiley face. This is the only fraud we have covered that occasionally blocks. I mean, that's a top 15 rating update player, bro. Oh, Beyblade RC? Wait, you used a lot of resources, no? Almost got the whip punish, bro. K2D.
Nago didn't have any blood for a cancel here, so his only choice was a reset into Roman cancel or ending his turn.
This is technically not correct. So, what else could Nago do here? To me, there's something very obvious that's game winning. Wild Assault? Why Wild Assault? Guys, really? Really? Why Wild Assault? All that for high-low 50-50. Yeah, there you go. High-low 50-50 for game. Yes, there you go. You're getting a Nago brain. This is dump all your shit to win. Is the clear answer, I think.
It makes sense that Hazio didn't attempt to take their turn back here, as Nago can easily kill you for that with meter, but getting hit by a low when you're expecting a forced reset from a character with only mids and lows is wild.
It is wild that he got hit by the 2S walking back. Soul's walk back speed is not that great. And then Nago's 2S, I believe it gets bigger the more blood he uses. And then also, if he's going to go to the casino for game, he's going to start it with Beyblade. Walking back there was a pretty bad idea, but there was a more clear way for him to win than what he did. So, outlook not too good. Here's the thing I was saying about the other Soul player from the video I watched before. Yeah, he was playing on floor 10. Yeah, his elo was really high, but he also played like he was on floor 10. Like, he does a bunch of shit where the commentator was like, why would you do like high jump in JS, double jump JS and stuff? It's straight floor 10 tactics. Like, my man was playing for fun. Here is, it doesn't feel like that right now. There's like ignoring going on, like the Soul player's ignoring options, but I don't think he's doing like hyper anti floor 10 shit, if that makes sense. Walk into it, no, held again, knocked down, 2,
Even
baited.
though FSS is a very common point to DP against Nago, this DP was incredibly risky. Since Nago is already high on blood, a frame trap into DP or Beyblade is very unlikely. That means that Nago is either gonna attempt the raw reset or reset via Fukio back. Both of these resets can bait out DP while still accomplishing their goal of resetting, so this DP was basically guaranteed to get baited.
This sequence is also an example of the Soul is not actually the #1 Kai in NA type shit, because even like an intermediate tournament player,
since not
right? This is not like a super advanced tactic for tournaments. In fact, it's an advanced tactic in the game, but not for tournaments. Would be IB either instant blocking or IBFDing the /2. One or the other. It depends on your character. Soul, I feel like benefits from both, but probably IB because he just has fast buttons, you know?
3. Let's rock.
No whip punish.
And this is exactly what happens when you keep making the same mistakes.
Why would I want to IB the //? If you have a 4 frame or a 3 frame, and it's decently large, IBing is better because you can mash. If you don't, then IBFD is the way. It's not a lot of character. It's like kind of Geo, definitely Mei, probably Chip, probably Soul. It's not a lot of characters. I think yes to 2H.
This horrible strike throw attempt out of a combo has no chance of connecting due to the throw invuln during and 5 frames after hit stun. I am aware that this is just an attempt at salvaging a fumbled Kara HVV, but I feel like we should give the best Kai in the entirety of North America the benefit of the doubt. To add to that, trying to salvage it with a throw does absolutely nothing except for adding a huge amount of counter hit recovery onto the already massive fumble.
So you missed the Kara. This is just lack of situational awareness, honestly, because trying to do this with throw, especially with Soul's close flash launching and doing it this fast is definitely not the way. But then also, it's the Nago player's fault for not converting, because Nago converts in this situation. I believe it's like you would just do like 5p, 6p Beyblade or something. And it.
Okay, let's analyze the situation real quick. We have 50 meter, perfect Okizeme to crank some risk and a good enough position to put Nago into the corner here. Let's see what our little mastermind can come up with.
What?
If anyone guessed doing absolutely nothing and then ending your turn on massive minus frames, you were correct.
Yeah, that was kind of that was kind of ass. That like this situation is like not game, but it's not a good time for Nago. Like he did have a lot to work with.
There was so much to work with in this string that I don't even know where to start. It's really unfortunate that our Nago couldn't pick up the punish.
Vortex! Alright. Okay, super before the burst.
Our fraud left a lot of damage on the table here.
Nah.
For some reason, ending your conversion early and going into super is a habit that almost every fraud I've covered has.
Okay. I will give them props. I don't think this is a bad super. I do think they could have squeezed in like one more hit. I think they could have squeezed in one more hit, but this is not a bad idea. This is something you see Mei players do. They do the command grab OHK, like just doing the super to guarantee the wall break and not have to play guessing games around Bruce. Because the Noggle player has 50 meter and low blood. So and there's definitely a couple of more hits. There's for example like 3 2Ks, I think. There's a little bit more wall damage here, I think. I don't think this is bad. I don't think it's a bad choice at all. This I give him benefit of doubt. This is actually something good. Honestly, it wasn't a terribly played game from the Soul, really. It's just not indicative of like a top player. AKA right now they are not beating the allegations. Oh, Final Fantasy 13.
And there we have this pointless block string again. I have no idea why this fraud specifically uses Gunflame at spacings where it's incredibly minus.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why. I actually learned this from Medify. It's because they don't feel comfortable not canceling. That's why. That is the main problem. So if it was 5H, 5H to -5, they can literally just end. And then for 6S he kind of has to do something, but I agree. Gunflame's usually not the best choice. Because Soul is Ryu. What does Ryu do? Button, fireball. I think that's also applicable. What if he fainted? I think feint is pretty good. Most people can't check it. You can cancel on the feint. Yeah, most people don't check Gunflame feint. So even though Gunflame feint is mad punishable, like it is a really short animation. You don't have a lot of time. So the biggest thing is that he didn't hold his ground. He didn't hold his ground after doing the cancel. Because if you're gonna do Gunflame there, you gotta hold. Tap here.
2K was a horrible punish for a whiffed throw this close to them.
Meter to be fair.
The punish should have been something meatier, like a counter hit close slash either way. Run up DP is a very high risk and due to the recent changes to reversals also a low reward option.
You gotta make a statement.
Around for
Make a statement.
switch of damage and a mediocre knockdown.
I mean, he probably would have died though. He's dead.
I know this looks mighty delicious right now, but don't forget that this is effectively pure scum on a piece of rice. Looks can be deceiving.
Ooh. Oh wow, it works, but he didn't confirm. No meter awareness here? What meter? Why? I mean, Johnny. No, I think holding here is fine. Holding here is fine. I don't see a problem with that. You spend the meter, break the wall. Johnny has like 20%, and then he's gonna have 100 meter. Just vault from full screen. I think it's fine to hold here. I mean, the real lack of awareness is that he forgot he's playing a fucking Johnny player, so they're gonna mash backdash on all his shit. D again. Vortex. Okay. Waiting.
The landing resistance on this one really needs to be.
Yeah, they're trolling because I did 2K2D and Soul's 2D is -4, so you like don't have to cancel it.
I couldn't bring myself to consistently go for a choice that has always let me down throughout multiple games. This is some messed up form of talent if I'm being honest. I couldn't think of a better way to throw this set away.
Same punish. Oh, I thought there was a death potential. Overhead. Alright. Verdict. I think this is more clearly fraudulent. I don't know, it's not really much to say. This dude is truly a floor 10 hunter. Truly a floor 10 hunter. Not just lack of meter awareness, but not having good situational awareness mostly. What move should be used to frame trap after blockstring enders? Bandit Bringer. Okay, Bandit Bringer is a good one because it's -2 and most people don't know how to check that. Oh, we're talking about the Soul. Gunflame Feint is also fine because it's fast. It's not that minus. I mean, it's minus, but it's not that minus. And it gets people to flinch. Also, Soul just has good frame data. So like, you don't have to cancel 5H. You don't have to cancel sweep. His sweep is -4, his 5H is -5. So a really easy sign of like lack of competence with Soul is like they do 2K2D. 2K2D Gunflame is almost always trolling. Yeah, Mech 95 looked like the king of like he literally played like a playstyle designed to beat floor 10. And it kind of just was like, my vibe was just like, okay, even if they're dodging games or something, like this dude is clearly not try to be the best of all time or all this shit. He's just, this is what he's doing. These are the people play. Like, that's what's up. But like, this is a lot different. There's less like anti floor 10, more just general lack of awareness of stuff. But yeah, no, I think we have to give him the stamp, the fraud stamp. We must give him the fraud stamp. I think this one's a little bit more clear.